All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the mutants and metahumans of all ages, shapes, and sizes. It is time for the most spoilerific show on YouTube and on Mixer. And if you have any requests for any topic, leave a comment below. What up with your YouTube and YouTube bust? It's your boy Triple Cup Chuck and I'm up. And it's time for the Heroic Vibration Podcast where we talk about Marvel, DC, comic books, anime, video games, TV shows. Woo! Man, there's a lot of stuff and more. Welcome to our humble abode. Let's go. First up, we got look like we're gonna have our first lady in the house. You know what I'm saying? From what I heard, this person took Captain Marvel powers from her, and now she's a part of the MCU. But I'm gonna let her introduce herself so she can tell you where she could find her at. My bad, I kind of mixed it up for a second. We trying to get this thing on jumping. But Road man, introduce yourself and let them know they can find you at.
Hey, my name is Rogue. You can find me on Mixer, YouTube, Xbox, and Twitter at Rogue17, and on Instagram at Pretty Rogue1.
Flip.
That's bone.
Yeah, what you were saying, Rogue?
Yeah, I say that again.
Where
That
they find you
airplane
at?
went over. Yeah, that airplane went over there.
No, let's see. Hold on. I think. Hold on. You start laughing. So you can find me on Xbox, Mixer, YouTube, and Twitter at Rogue Enigma 17, and on Instagram at Pretty Rogue 1.
See, that's what I'm talking about. The second time around, it still come out just as marvelous. You heard me? Just as marvelous.
But next time, I want you to do it one more time. And I want you to like, yeah, this is bro. I'm right now playing Gears of War 5. You know, like, cut that shit out.
And you can find me and you can see me, all of me.
on Mixer. I got my camera on now.
Hey, instantly, 1,000 subs. But yeah, man. But that's what's up. That's what's up. I see you've been playing that Gears 5.
Oh,
So
yeah,
how you like it so
definitely.
far?
I actually enjoy it. I had to, play it in between days I'm not at work. But yeah, I get it in. I'm almost done. I'm at the end of Act 3, so I got one more to go.
Shit, don't feel bad. I'm just at Act 2. But I'm enjoying every moment of it. Enjoying every moment of it.
Oh,
So
yeah, definitely.
next up, hey, next up, I don't know if he ready, but ready or not, he ain't come, cause this boy he'll be all the way live. Sometimes he be hollering about he don't be with the crumb side, but sometimes he kind of like, you know what I'm saying, he got a dab every now and again, but you know what I'm saying, he's still a homie, and I still rock with him. We still be doing some stuff, and we gonna have to get it in on Madden 20, but I just can't bring myself to buy it yet, and I know if I get in the party long enough with you, you're gonna end up making me pause, hit the button, pause, and just go ahead and get it. But man, what's good with you, Bone, man? What's good? Where they gonna find you at home and let them know something?
Hey man, you already know I'm 100. You already know. Rep that intro media gaming. You know I'm here with you know what I'm saying, the home girl and the homies, you know what I'm saying, talking about all this DC, Marvel, video game, whatever you want to talk about. We multitask, multiverse, all type of shit. We about to get it in. You know what I'm saying? Sit back, you know what I'm saying, relax, get you a dope beverage, and let's go.
I mean that's what's up. That's what's up. So what they gonna find you at, man? What you been up to, Bone? On your
Man, been on
channel,
this.
what's good?
Man, what's on my channel lately? I did one from the office, a video from the office talking about my impressions of Gears of War 5. You know, I'm not a reviewer, so I give my impressions. I think, you know, I don't get paid for that shit. Um, you know, me, you know, as me as an Xbox, you know what I'm saying, taking the mantle of the Xbox community, you know, I'm just, you know what I'm saying, just doing what I do best, you know what I'm saying, entertaining these people out here, you know, giving the real things and giving them the best of Xbox, you know what I'm saying, just preaching the gospel of Xbox, you know what I'm
Right,
saying,
right.
that's all I'm doing.
Hey, say, Bone. I see you on that Madden 20. Do you play rank matches?
That's all I do is play rank. I ain't
What
touch nothing else.
I mean, Madden. I know it just came out, so I don't know if I'm exposing it. Do you want to say it or you don't? You want to say what about that you what percentage you is? What you in the top 98% top 50%
Right now,
on Madden?
I'm 84.4. I'm in the top 84. I'm 18 and 19. I started off at 2 and 14. So now I'm 18 and 19.
Ooh.
Hey,
Okay,
hey,
yeah.
hey.
So you had that learning curve had kind of got you for a
It's
moment,
not the
huh?
learning curve. It's the players. At the rosters and stuff. It wasn't. They should have did the rosters last week, but they didn't. They didn't do it until the day. So and it's Thursday. So I guess they're gonna do every Thursday. So I got that punk dude name. I don't even want to say his name, but he off my team now. Congratulations to the Saints. You know what I'm saying? For
Yeah,
kicking,
you
you know what
seen
I'm
that?
saying?
Ooh, man, that
That was good. That was
heartbreaking
good comeback.
victory.
That was because I heard that was
Man,
down when I was in the car coming home from work. That was down 17 or something, and now I get to the house and it's like, oh, they done made a game out of this. I because I was waiting on my Raiders to play.
right. Man, they came back at the last second on the last play, and then too bad this ain't the sports case, cause man, we can go all day about week one in the NFL. Shit, yeah. But yeah, that's what's up, Bone. You know, it's in the top 90%. Yeah. But hey, when I come up to that Madden 20, I'm hopping straight to the top 10% because I leave every Madden every year in the top 5%. So anybody want to see me, I'm putting it out there. And speaking about putting it out there, man, we got Savage Carter in this thing. Hey, I know you got an announcement that you want to make, and this is a critical announcement, so it won't be no misunderstanding or no misinterpretations. So, Savage, man, introduce yourself, let them know where they can find you at, and break it down for the people so they'll get a better understanding.
I can introduce you shit. Everybody know who I am.
There you go. Hey, you might got to allow your mic volume up some a little bit.
What up? Y'all can hear me now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you good. Yeah, you in there.
Yeah, what up? I'm saying,
All right.
y'all know me. I'm here every week, We've been doing this show. Everybody know how to find me, For the people who have found me and y'all invite me to games, I just need to let y'all know this. Introduce
Give it the
yourself.
announcement. Make sure.
Introduce yourself. Let me know who you are before you invite me to a game. If you just randomly send me a party invite, I'm not gonna accept that. I don't know you. So at least speak. You know what I'm saying? Do something. Cause I told y'all I don't do weirdos.
Right.
We
Say,
got
see, they don't know we from the south.
we got
They don't
enough
know
of
we
them
from the
in
south.
we got enough of them in the circle already.
Right. Hey, they don't know we from the south. When you go to somebody's house, you gotta speak first.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
I can't do this shit, man. I can't do
Yeah,
this. shit. I
y'all
can't
need to
do this.
understand, but real talk though, when you go to somebody's house, you speak first. If you go to somebody's house, you got to say, "Hey, how y'all doing?" This is you walking into somebody else's house. Or if you want to invite a person to a game, like me personally, me as well. Let's say if you want to play Battlefield and I'm playing Battlefield, you want to invite me to a game, and you hey, you want to say triple covers up, man? You want to hop in a game with us? And boom, send me a party invite, and I hop in. But yeah, when you just send a party invite, a lot of times you ignore it because you don't know if it's one of them bites because they got a lot of other stuff that's going on. But going on, man, what's good, man? Predator Flip, man. I'm hearing you over there rambling. Then you had a whole that wasn't no airplane. That was that gun that the Predator be using. Not the one with the laser, but the other one that want to be on his shoulder.
Well, man. And you know what, man? Listen here. All I'm gonna say is that damn Gears of War is a motherfucker. And I'm waiting I'm waiting for everybody to play the Gears of War so they can finish it so we can play this thing together on Insane. That's what I'm waiting for, man. Yo, you want to send out that co-op joint, that co-stream joint out with. But you know what I'm saying? Everybody know where I'm at. Flip Money Online, Xbox. Flip Money Online, Xbox Live, Mixer, Twitter, Flip Money 1975. Yo, I'm gonna give a shout out to my man out there, my man that sent me a friend request or whatever, say he was a fan. So I'm assuming when he said, I like to play a game with y'all sometime, I'm assuming he knows all of us or whatever. So listen here, my man, ain't nobody no star, no star Punisher. We just like playing games and stuff and talk about what we do when we do this on the podcast. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no star, my man, though. But I mean, he a cool dude, whatever. He been rocking out with me for the last couple of days, talking about Gears of War, politics, all type of stuff. He's a cool dude, man. He's a cool dude. He live out there with that, what's that dude name? 100 or something like that? Oh, my bad. Yeah, he been chilling
Yeah.
out there. He chill out there with that dude, so he a cool dude, man. Ain't nobody
Yeah,
no
never
star. We
rains
just
it.
like, yeah, from Southern California, bro. Dog, I'm just saying, we cool, man. We all cool, man. We just like
See,
doing what we doing, man.
Say,
Know what I
Flip,
mean?
you feel the same way too, like, you know what I'm saying, if a person want to invite you to a game or something, that they'll just instead of them just throwing you a game invite, at least kind of like hit you up like, hey, what's good with you, Flip? You know what I'm saying? Whoop the whoop, man, let's get on some gears, and something like that.
Right. I mean, you know what? For the most part, I ain't hear people doing the weird stuff to me in a while. Like they used to ask me, like, what color superhero underwear I was wearing when I played on GTA, and they was
Yeah.
asking me some crazy stuff, man. They was asking some wild stuff. I'm like, what? Nah, man, it ain't like that,
Yeah.
man. It ain't that type of party, man. It ain't that type of party.
Right,
man.
yeah,
It ain't that
don't
type
go
of
to the
party.
extreme.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? We want to rock out with everybody,
Yeah.
so everybody should,
Yeah, this-
we just letting people know. Yeah. So how to come at us?
Right.
Yeah. Like I get people all the time, you know what I'm saying, to sit there and add me as a friend and stuff like that. I have people came at me privately saying, "Hey, this is Multi Woo, you know, I follow you on YouTube or something like that, but you know, I don't have no, I want somebody to game with," and I'm like, "Hey, I'm accessible." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
I'm
not
with
gonna make
that.
you accessible, but if I don't know who you are, no, I'm not gonna refrain you back. You know what I'm saying? Like Savage was saying earlier, send me a message, because everybody's just because it's your name on YouTube and I see you in a live chat, don't mean it's gonna be your gamer tag.
Right.
So it's like say,
Right.
hey, this is such and such and such, and I'm like, oh, what's up with you, man? Yeah. And then some people are nervous because they think you're some type of celebrity. I ain't no celebrity. I'm just a talking shit YouTuber. That's all I am. Come in. And if you're not comfortable, let me know you ain't comfortable, and I might, don't mind hanging out with you and play privately with you. Some people ain't social, but
Right, that you come in and hear all the shit
yeah.
talking.
yeah. Sometimes it get chaotic in
I
our
ain't
party
even did
sometimes.
nothing yet.
It
Right.
get
Hey,
chaotic
get
in
the,
our party sometimes.
They got to check out their Xbox After Dark. That's what it. That's what it.
Hey,
If you
that
want to
will
taste
get
of that,
it
check
done.
out their Xbox After Dark.
Yeah, because
That'll,
it get
that'll
real
let you know.
chaotic in there.
Oh, right. That'll show you the extreme measurements of how it get down. So if you want to just see how people operate, how we operate inside the party, when we in there, check out Xbox After Dark.
Yeah.
Be
Right.
around what 8.
Mhm.
I don't know.
And it's not
I don't
always
know bound
turned up.
time.
It's usually
Sad.
my time around. Usually my time. I do it after 9 o'clock. It's usually my time like that. It's can I say? Sometimes it don't get crazy, because the last Xbox After Dark, it wasn't that crazy. Cause we was too kind of crazy. I think me and Mega was doing that new game, the Donna Madonna or something. So it didn't get too crazy. It was too crazy concentrating. You was hearing us arguing, like, you better pick the right choice. But sometimes it's not just wilding out all the time. You just hearing us.
Right.
You just hearing us. You hearing us personally. You see us competitively, and just want to have some fun.
Just another way to get to know us, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So if you meet us at
talk
E3 or
some shit,
something,
but it be
you
fun.
might already say, already,
Right. Hey, greet you with a shot, man. What's happening? Drink some. I'm with it.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's go to. You want to go to the bar?
But man,
Let's go with it. Let's go.
right. Yeah, then we could get it on up. But man, let's go ahead and finish these introductions, man. Let's go out with a bang. You know what I'm saying? Something that's gonna echo across the whole galaxy, man. Chaos God, introduce yourself. Let's say volume, knots, going up or down. Let's see which direction he go into. We might have to make a game show out of this here. But man, what's good with your Chaos God, man? Introduce yourself and let them know they can find you at.
You go into the party.
No, you
Go into
go
the
inside
party,
the party.
and then you'll see the check box.
It might be. It might be. It been acting up a little. Hold on. Let me see.
Cause mine's just checked.
Yeah, mine's checked.
Yeah, I can hear you on the what you call it. I'm finna go check on what you call it. But introduce yourself, and then after that, if it don't go through, We'll get it working out.
Maybe if you start, screaming God, you won't have a fucking headache. That's where the headache is coming from. Over there trying to hit them high notes like somebody crushing your nuts or something, man. All right, that shit backfiring on you. That's why you got a headache.
Hey, yeah, he actually ain't in there. He the blew his speak out. You
Yeah,
actually
right.
not in there. You might gotta I guess leave out and send him something to come back in and just see if they'll let you add it in then, and I'll let you
Right.
redo your introduction, because I heard it was so loud that I heard your introduction through somebody else's microphone on the podcast. So it was able to be heard, but it was just lower because you could actually know that it was coming from an echo.
All right.
All right, yeah. Yeah, we got you. The little whippersnapper was getting nervous, like, man, please invite me back, man. It's gonna sound like it's gonna be a hype show tonight. So everybody tuning in, y'all know what it's gonna be time in for. Okay, he left. Sorry about the delay. We're gonna give him a second for the technical difficulties. And if for all the people that's rocking, y'all know that major corporations have technical difficulties. So y'all know us gamers that ain't got nothing compared to these big places. So y'all know we're gonna have some going on, but we just ain't got the funny music to play while y'all wait for the technical difficulties to get fixed. I'm just gonna keep saying that over and over. But
elevated music. I don't know,
Right.
my nigga.
Man,
he
my
offline.
attention span is so limited. Let's go ahead and go to the topics. All right.
Yeah,
That-
well, what he
that's just how it
said,
is.
his name, we couldn't hear Chaos, so his name is Chaos, whatever. He be back. Y'all know what the hell he
Yeah,
do.
it was like,
There we go.
I'm like, yup, that's just how it should have been. That's why I said we're gonna make a game out of it, and that's how it ended up going. So yeah, he back in there. Hopefully, I
He's
think
in
I
here
know
now.
why it is.
He's in here
Just-
now.
Yeah, he gotta
Chaos,
be
go
online.
online.
That's what.
Go online, man.
Yeah, that's what it is. He gotta
It's
go
showing
online.
you offline.
Hey, while he trying to go online, and speaking about offline, we bring up these type of topics because we talk about diversity. We speak about that. We speak about the parts when we say, hey, y'all should leave as is, as is. Some characters we understand when they change. Did y'all hear about this rumor that's going on about in the MCU, they supposed to be recasting the X-Men, but not just the X-Men. Two in particular characters that's iconic to the X-Men. They supposed to be changing their race. Do y'all think that's gonna be a good look or bad look, or they doing it for the 21st century? But when I first heard the news, I was more puzzled than I had a response. So I said I want to catch y'all off guard about this here and see what y'all think about Professor Xavier and Magneto is getting what they call it, race swapped. Well, I don't know the race that they're gonna go with, but from what I'm hearing, they changing it because I'm guessing they trying to make it fit like the 21st century because of the storyline that Professor Xavier and Magneto had was so far back that it wouldn't make sense to try to bring them into the present day because they'll be too old in the present day. So what do y'all think about two of the most iconic characters in the X-Men leaders getting a race swap? I don't know why I'm about to say gender, but it's not gender, it's a race swap. So let's say Bone. I know that you're more of a opinionated type of person. So I know that you will have something that's that you will have to say differently about them being race swapped.
But one is, I know them as being Caucasian. That's what I know them is. That's what I always gonna know them is. Everybody don't have to be black. Everybody don't have to be Indian. Everybody don't have to be Hispanic. They don't have to be from the LBGTYON, all the movie call them first, the ones with the letters.
The people with the letters.
The
The
alphabet.
people with the letters, man.
Everybody don't have to be that way, and sometimes I don't like that type of shit. It's like you forcing it. It's like you using race to put some money in your pocket. It's like the old UPN in the day. They wanted to use the urban community and the minorities to build a brand and then dump them. So
They do it with video games all the time.
yeah, Professor X don't need to be black. He don't need to be Indian. You know, I kind of like how they made him. He was from Europe, and he came over here. He not be American. Think
Right,
about it.
and,
The X-Men,
Magneto.
yeah, but the X-Men is already diverse with different races. Everybody's not black. I don't want to see a black
It's true.
Wolverine.
I don't know. That might be kind of fire right there.
Well, we know it's
Black
Wolverine.
Wolverine.
Yeah.
You know what? If they was to do that, a Black Wolverine, I would love for him. But see, you know what? I can see a Black Wolverine from Wakanda. With
Yup,
that
that's what I was
technology.
thinking with.
I can see that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can
I don't.
see that.
Yeah, I don't
I
want
can
him to
see
be
that.
like the Wolverine. I want to be a different Wolverine.
So
I want him
okay,
to-
what's
yeah,
the difference?
somebody
What's
can
the
hold that
difference?
title
So you
because
got
of-
Black Panther. So what, we gonna turn the shit to White Panther now?
Hey,
You kind of full of white
Nah.
White Wolf.
well, no.
See, that's
no,
what don't
because
make
you
no
gotta
sense.
realize- No. Let me tell you why. It's different when it's characters that everybody know of. Us comic book fan, we know who Black Panther is. We know what he's supposed to do. Blah 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 blah. For the casual, they wouldn't do that because they don't even know who the hell Black Panther is. They don't know who that is. So even if they was to do it, no one would even notice it.
Yeah, but what about this here though? With Professor Xavier and Magneto, like they backstory would have. I mean,
Somebody
like
beat
it's,
them kinda
it's
hard, they
y'all
might.
gotta face it. That ain't coming out to 2022, right? They probably ain't gonna be coming out with them to 2022. So if they story not coming out to then, what would be the past? The 90s? They would have had to grow up in the 80s.
Bro,
maybe.
move your mic, bro.
It
Move your
wouldn't
mic.
have been no earlier than the 80s. They had to be like as in grow up as in they had to be young adults in the 80s. So I don't see them, you know what I'm saying, having them being in the Cold War or nothing like that way back in the past. So I'm thinking they have to map them as in like who would be good to use be able to control magnetism and be able to magnetize stuff like what area of the world would have fit him in this time frame. So I think they might had to not just wanted to change genders. I mean not genders change race, but I think it was just more appropriate for the time period. Like for example, like the Punisher, he was in the what war the Punisher was in the comic books in
He was in,
Vietnam War,
he was
right?
in Vietnam.
Vietnam. But you know what I'm saying, by Vietnam being so long ago, to make it updated, they said he was just in
But
Desert
you
Storm.
don't have to make stuff updated. Why you got to update for these millenniums? You don't have to do that. This is where they
Yeah,
come
but
from.
they have
You're
to do that,
telling the
though.
story.
They have
You telling
but
the
they
story.
have
How
to do
many
that
movies
because they
get
trying
told
to make
stories
the time
about
period
old
to
people?
make with it.
They making a story about Mr. Rogers. They ain't making Mr. Rogers to the 25th century. They making him for when he was Mr. Rogers, looking like a pedophile.
Oh man, you know what?
Don't do
This
that.
dude. Don't
That's
do
what I'm
that,
saying.
dog.
Man, I'm just keeping it
man.
real.
Oh man.
They
oh,
keeping it.
man.
That's what
Yeah, that's
Mr.
too
Rogers.
real.
But,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying,
Cause
they're
he
not
did-
changing Mr. Rogers. It's Mr.
I mean,
Rogers.
but
They
see, that's the
didn't change
thing
no-
is, if Mr. Rogers was living in the same universe as Pee Wee Herman, and Pee Wee Herman was in the 21st century, if Mr. Rogers was going to meet up with Pee Wee Herman, they would have to be in the same time period.
So okay,
So
why?
they would
They got
have to
so
make
many
Mr. Rogers in the
X-Men
21st
characters.
century.
They got so many X-Men
Yeah.
characters. You want to do something with X-Men, you go to the new X-Men. You have it when somebody else is running the X-Men. You have it when Bishop and them and all that other stuff. You don't have to. Professor X don't have to be in X-Men. Magneto can be gone. You got Polaris. There's a whole lot of motherfucking characters you can use. You don't have to.
Oh, that is-
For X-Men never come back. You can have flashbacks of Professor X or something like that. Somebody can He's still suspended in time somewhere or something like that. But you ain't got to have that. You ain't got to change make it in the 21st century.
So you saying you
characters.
wouldn't want to see Professor Xavier in the MCU?
No. I mean, I can see him as a
Talking about
flashback. Say,
Magneto?
okay, what's that? Forgot that cartoon they had out where they thought Professor X was dead, but he
Wolverine
wasn't
and
in
the
the
X-Men.
fun. Yeah.
Wolverine and the
I'd rather
X-Men.
I'd rather have it that way. But then you had a whole group of mutants, right? And he was going back
Right,
in.
right.
He was going back
So
in
what you
time
think?
and talking
So
to
what you
talking to
think they
Wolverine.
should?
Hey,
So what you think they should do? What new
Hey.
Age of Apocalypse X-Men
y'all tripping.
with Magneto as the leader?
Y'all
That's
tripping.
what you saying?
Man, something.
Go ahead.
Hey,
Sam, what you was
anybody,
about to say?
y'all feel the same way Bound do about this?
Hey,
Say, Savage, you feel the same way?
hell no.
I don't care.
I know way more about the situation.
So what about the gender?
Mondo,
Race
so
swap.
he don't know shit about Kid X.
Hey, they got audible books now. It's the future. It's the future. Man, in
You
the
not
future, we don't have to
understanding
even
what I'm
think.
saying. Listen to what I'm saying. Kid X is motherfucking Charles Xavier from the future. It's already been.
So
they
Kid
already
X
wrote
is
that
Charles
story.
Xavier from the future.
Yeah, Kid
Huh?
X is Charles Xavier from the future. They went to the future and got the future brotherhood, and Charles Xavier, the son of Magneto, Charles Xavier, with the same exact powers, with the same illness and all that shit, except he could walk, came from the future.
Yeah. So you think that's gonna have
I'm
I'm
with
saying
that.
they
Well,
didn't already wrote a story like that. They can always. They already updated.
Professor Xavier
But
and
they made-
Magneto to be into
Yeah, the old
I'm
Xavier
tired.
Time
was
period.
dead because Cyclops still Professor Xavier for the last time after Legion killed him, but Cyclops killed him. They went and got
The
another
nigga-
fucking Professor X to find out he was fucking evil.
Yeah.
You mean before his own son killed him, then his own son killed himself?
So actually, so Savage, you agree with Bound about they don't need to bring Professor Xavier from that time period. They should leave him and stay in that time period and just come with a new Professor Xavier, or a different, or tell a different story and don't
That's
update
what
the
I'm.
old story.
No, you not understanding what I'm saying. You talking about the old movie stories, or you talking about the story period?
Period. Like Professor Xavier.
All right,
no,
the story
no, right now.
period. All right, the
No, I'm talking
story
like
period.
hold on. The story period as in the MCU because
Ain't shit in the
they talking
MCU.
about they got the recasting of Professor Xavier and Magneto and they supposed to be
I'm
doing
saying they
race
have not
swap.
been the X-Men
It-
movie. They have not been the X-Men movie in the MCU, so it don't matter.
That's
Oh,
true.
so you and Muscale they do a race swap.
Is
For-
that
like-
confirmed or what? Is that confirmed that they're going to do that, or are they?
Nah,
just
it's not
thinking about
confirmed
that?
yet, but that was in the talkings. You know how they before they actually confirm it, they put the smoke in the air first to see how the people what the people say about it.
I don't know if they would really go forward with that. I'm saying, like, I would like to see this. I would like to see him get off his lazy ass and walk. But I'm just saying that's just me. So I'm just saying, like, I don't know, man. I mean, to me, it doesn't matter. If you want to make him black, blue, green, purple, who cares? It's like
Man,
that. Like
hold
I'm the most critical one of all because I like the shit to go exactly by the comic book. So I don't care no more. I really don't. I really don't care. If you want to make him a black dude that's from the hood that was suppressed and that was suppressed in the 30s and all that other stuff, or I'm gonna say in the 70s because his mom was on drugs, he didn't know how to control his mutant power, and he lost his hair. I'm with it.
Right, and with me, it's kind of crazy. Like his mutant powers is the reason why he paralyzed. But in the movies, they were showing it like Magneto had did it, And that's my whole thing is by them changing the nationalities, they changing the backstories. It might not just affect just those characters. So like, you know what I'm saying, would it be a good thing to change it to update the
Well, the
characters
backstory
because
all
it's changing with
fucked
times? Hmm? What you ask, Savage?
The X-Men, the X-Men backstory from where that shit stand is all fucked up.
Oh, talking about all that shit with Fox is you talking about that shit wiped out. They even sold off the new mutants. They ain't supposed to be done by Marvel. That's how much they care about their about the X-Men project that was done by Fox. So what about you, Ro? Let the lady speak. I want to see what she feel the same way about the about Professor Xavier and Magneto.
That's a little iffy. I agree, but it's not something they necessarily need to do. It is kind of pushing it a little bit, but then again, like Savage said, in the comic books, you do have that transition in the future, but I don't know if that is something that they need to do right now, because they really haven't put out any really good X-Men movies lately. So it's like, how about you give us some good content and then work on that later?
I think all
Yeah,
that
but from what I'm
movies been
hearing,
trash.
they supposed to be introducing the X-Men with Professor Xavier and Magneto. They're gonna be the front runners. It's not gonna be Wolverine. The whole X-Men gonna mostly consist around those two.
Thank you. At least they doing something right. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, then I
I don't
can
care how
accept that.
popular Wolverine is. I don't care how popular Wolverine is. Thank you. They made Wolverine like he was the fucking X-Men.
No,
And for that reason, I
Right.
hated every last X-Men movie. This was a team base. I don't have a problem with Wolverine being, come on, Scott up there all strong. I lost Gene. He like, Scott, what the fuck this motherfucker became passionate over that? He was trying to take the nigga girl.
Right. Blatantly
Come
too.
on, man.
Blatantly.
Like,
He was
stop
when
it.
I say he was blatantly trying to take her, it wasn't even like no sugar coat. Like, I want her.
I'm gonna
He
get
said,
that ass.
Wolverine, you know I am with Gene.
Right, I'm gonna get that. He was trying to do a Donald Trump. A Donald Trump on that. Like, damn, dog. You know what Donald Trump said he used to do with the women? He was trying to do that. If you see how he walked up, go back and watch the movie. You see how aggressive he was to Jing and stuff. She like, wait, nah, come on, stop playing. I thought it was down there. Wait, like, yo, what is I'm watching? Come on,
Right.
man.
They were showing how much of an animal he was, I guess. That's how they were
I
trying
was
to
like,
put it.
yo, I'm sitting there looking like, come on, man, y'all got to stop this. I mean, I don't care what
Hey,
they
then
do.
with the MC. But man, think about it like this here, Flip. With the MCU, just imagine, you know how they did Black Panther. Like, when you watch the movie Black Panther, it wasn't all about Black Panther. Everybody in the movie had their time. When they did the Avengers Endgame and Infinity War, everybody had their time. And with the X-Men, their biggest clusterfuck was Fox didn't know how to share the time amongst all the characters to give them so you could feel every individual character. They don't know how to do that, but with the MCU, they know how to juggle multiple characters at the same time. So for me, that's a good thing. But I'm still wondering, the whole concept of the X-Men is going to be changed or altered with the alterations of their race. So what about you, Chaos God? Since you're a god of chaos, that means you like to see stuff shake and rattle and just throwing everything be all chaotic. You want to mix things up, stir up the pot of ants and watch them run around. So what you think about the race swap? Race swap they doing to Professor Xavier and Magneto.
Nah,
I don't know if
they
it's
gonna
black.
make 'em a- they-
I mean, it
they
could be
just gonna make 'em a
Indian, it could be
different race.
Korean.
Yeah.
It's just a different race. Right, but the point with the X-Men, the races, but the race has a lot to do with their backstory. Just think about it like this here.
Well, not
I'm gonna give an
Professor
example.
X, his race don't matter.
For
Like honestly,
Magneto's
his
more.
race don't. Yeah, Magneto's matter, but they gonna have to change his whole backstory. If they gonna
Yeah.
modernize his shit, they gonna have to change his whole backstory completely.
That's true.
Right. Man, I hear you. I just think that's a slippery slope, me personally, because you gotta think about it like yourself. Wolverine. If he wasn't a Canadian, he wouldn't be the same person. And then with Sabretooth, like his backstory got something to do with his roots of him being a Canadian. Let me give another example. Gambit, my favorite X-Men of all time. His roots is tied so deep into his home that if you change Gambit backstory, and no, well, change his race or change where he's from, character, because the whole character is rooted into his nationality and where he's from.
Well,
So that's why I think that's a slippery slope.
Let me give you a for
Oh,
instance.
look, so you
No,
telling
well,
me
let
you
me
ain't
give you a
getting
for instance. Let me give you a for instance of how they could change Magneto. They could change Magneto to him being black, and he grew up.
They'll get it balanced.
Right. And then then Professor Xavier still could
It
actually
don't matter.
have
Don't matter.
a European, no, but him still having some type of European background. Him and
No,
Professor.
no,
He wasn't
but
European,
that's
he was
being
from
cool.
New York.
But yeah,
he wasn't.
yeah, you're right
He was
though.
American. No, but that's like what I was saying earlier. Like what they gonna do with Charles Xavier, make him black? It's like it does make sense for him to be Magneto because he would have more of a reason to have a grudge by being black.
Right. I mean, but to be honest with you, I always looked at Magneto and Professor Xavier as Martin Luther King and Malcolm X.
Yeah.
I mean, I always kind of like they always had that dynamic to where they always felt the same way, but they just had different methods about going by trying to achieve the same goal. And my whole thing is I really wanted to see a movie where they showed like the brotherhood. They showed it from their perspective, and the things that they doing is not bad. It just looked bad because we seen it from the X-Men perspective. So if they had a movie where they were showing stuff from the brotherhood perspective, like when Magneto doing things and he trying to stop stuff, but he doing things and he's saying Charles is messing stuff up, and Magneto have his own agenda, and he not doing things the bad as people think he doing. It's just the angle that you keep seeing it from. I'm just hoping that
But
they bring it more from that perspective.
but you know what? I used to tell to a lot of people, Magneto was never. I don't know why people thought Magneto was bad. Magneto was never really bad. He wasn't. It just you gotta look at it like he just see the way he was brought up. Look at the era that he was brought up in. So you can see why he would feel the way that he feels. I never looked at him as being bad. Come on. Regular humans distrust mutants. They despise him. They hate him or whatever. I'm sitting there looking like, wait a minute. Like, I mean, so sometimes when you look at some of them comic books, some comic books is really showing you how real life is betraying other races, you know what I'm saying, in the real world. So that's what like Sarah said, I can see Magneto being black. I can see why he would act like that. What? Him being
Yeah,
in
they'll give him
what, the late
purpose.
70s? It's already like people don't know like Magneto, his magnetic ability does keep him younger. You know what I'm saying? He aged slow. So I can see that. Charles Xavier, a young white dude who ran across him, got him to start understanding this and this and this about whatever. And next thing you know, here they go again with the fuckery. And he's like, fuck this, Charles. I don't got time for this shit. I told you these motherfuckers don't even respect us. They don't even respect me, and I'm black. I can see that actually happening in the movie. That would make a whole lot of sense.
Right, that could give it a little bit more of yeah.
I can
Yeah,
see
that's
that playing
grounded.
out just like that. Whoa, wait a minute. That would make sense. Like, damn, that'd be a good storyline.
I mean, you're right. You're right. That would make it grounded. But speaking about grounded, man, what y'all think about this here? The Joker movie that's supposed to be coming out in October that is already supposed to be it's talking about getting nominated for Oscars and stuff like that. That is a standalone movie away from the DCEU by itself. And they said that this Joker will never cross over in the DCEU. I'm just curious, is y'all a fan of that, of him being a standalone, or y'all in the camp where he can have his own standalone movies, but y'all would love to still see him be the main Joker in the DCEU universe? So let's start off with Rogue. What you think about the standalone Joker movie just being away from the DCEU and just being by itself?
I can see why he could be a standalone because he's different from all the other Jokers that everybody is used to. But then again, this goes back to what Savage said a while back that within DC, there are several different Jokers. They're all not the same, but in the DCEU, it's literally the same type of Joker repeatedly. So this is kind of giving a different perspective on a different Joker altogether. So because he's so different from the others, I can see why they would be able to just leave it as a standalone and not necessarily add him into it, and then just kind of create his own little thing.
Yeah, so you think it would be better for the Joker standalone movie to not have to worry about being attached to the DCEU and not use none of those references and just have his own little bubble that he living in?
Yeah, because with the casual, they would have to try to figure out. They would have to make them understand how he would fit into the DCEU. Because I'm pretty sure
Right,
you
and
have
then they'll
people
just wait
who
for the
don't
story.
think that he's actual DC. They think that he's just some, I don't know, just some random thing that they decided to create and make a Joker, when in actuality he is one of the variations of Joker.
Yeah, I done heard that rumor too. Somebody was saying that that's why his name is Arthur, and he was in a mental home, but because he's not actually the Joker, this is stuff that's going on in his head after he went insane. So he really thought that he was the Joker, and he was playing it out in his head or something like that. Some fan theory stuff I heard. So it's a lot of different rumors that's going around about the Joker movie. So it got me. I'm more intrigued to watch it now that I'm hearing that it's not going to be a part of the DCEU. That means they can go anywhere, and I know they're gonna be taken from a couple different Batman novels. I think the Joker the Batman Who Laughs. I think that's the one they're gonna go with. Get most of the backstory for this movie, even though they're telling their own original story. So so what about you, Chaos? What you think about?
You on the wrong Joker.
Yeah.
The Batman
You
Who
think
Laughs
they gonna go
has nothing to do with this. The Batman Who Laughs was actually Bruce Wayne that went crazy.
Not the Batman Who Laughs.
You talking about the Killing Joke?
Killing Joke. The Killing Joke.
Nope.
I don't know why I
It's
keep
not
getting
that
those two
either.
on. Yeah, it is the Killing Joke.
Nope.
You don't think they're gonna go with the Killing Joke?
Mm-mm.
Where you think they're gonna pull it out of their source from? Get inspired. They're gonna be more inspired from on this movie.
A old DC comic book. I can't tell you more than that because I don't remember the issues and shit. It's an old DC comic book. A Trickster comic book. It wasn't
Okay,
anything to
so,
do with the
uh,
Joker.
So basically, you said
This
Joker
was-
is not the Joker; it's the trickster,
Yeah.
like the Flash villain Joker trickster.
Close, similar. But see, what a lot of people don't understand it's three Jokers in the DC universe. There's three Jokers in each universe. And with each Joker, they got different characteristics. But when they start making movies and TV shows, they mixed all three of them together. That's why
Right,
people
right.
don't understand the difference.
So with that being, what about their backstories? If there are three different Jokers, their
It's three different
backstories will have to.
backstories.
So all of them may come from the
No.
get dumped
All right,
in.
let me give you a prime example. How many of y'all seen Flashpoint?
Me.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all remember that Martha Wayne was the Joker,
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
and Bruce Wayne
I
was
do.
dead, and Thomas Wayne was Batman.
Right,
Each universe got three different Jokers, and their backstories all different.
Okay.
So,
Well, yeah, I get
with
what you're
that
saying.
being said, they can come out with a movie about a dude named Arthur that became the Joker in Universe 13 that don't have shit to do with nothing nobody ever read.
Yep. I was about to say that. That can still. I was about to
It's
say
true.
that. No, I don't. That still can be. That can still be in the DCEU. Like I said, the
Then
most.
he can still move.
That's
in
the whole
they
reason
can
why
still
they
put
made
him
it.
over. If they want to, if they
Yep.
actually want to, if the movie's successful, they can actually, and they want to, they
We
can
get
put
right
it
on over. That's why that Chad, remember when I tell you my man, what's his name? Jim, I forget his name, but Arthur was. He said that's one of the reasons why he came up with the multiverse. Like how you see different levels of,
I'm just
well,
saying,
not
you
Dark
gotta
Side
think
with all
about
them
this.
other characters.
You got to think about
Just
this.
put them right in there.
They actually have one planet.
I passed
They got
it.
they got a universe that's all female.
Yeah, the superhero girls.
No, they got a whole universe that's all female. There are no males in that universe.
Like
Just
all,
like they got
all
a
the characters,
universe,
all the characters that you know of men are all women.
Right, man, that'd be crazy.
Like
So if you,
Aquaman.
I need to go
went
where
the
that universe at. Can I where I dial that shit at? I need to dial in that motherfucker.
Hey, but
It's
think
not
about this
even
here.
it's not even Aquawoman.
This nigga.
The chick name is the Deep. She
Hey,
in the Batman.
Think
Who
about this
Laughs
here. If
comic.
you go to the universe, it's nothing but women. If you think there's gonna be that peaches and cream, once you get there, you will automatically avert to a woman. So is it worth the risk?
I ain't running to no woman. So they see this elephant trunk.
mean,
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to.
No, you're gonna become a woman, so you ain't gonna have no elephant trunk.
I ain't
So
coming as no
into this
coming as a
universe,
man. You know
you're
what I'm saying? I
altered.
got some type of, you know what I'm saying, universal bubble. I can't change. No, fuck that.
Oh my God. This
I got some type of temporal.
A universal
temporal
bubble,
dispense cover. I got some temporal dispense. You know what I'm saying? I go in being me. You up with a come? You want to come too? You know what I'm saying? You go in there and take
you
all
got
that
what,
shit
quantum,
together. I got a quantum flux suit on and shit.
the quantum attainment unit.
I'm like
That's what it sounds like you working with.
something like that.
Being
I
able to
ain't
go
going
to
there.
an all-woman universe without converting, huh?
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm gonna let that one go by the quantum and stuff like that. So, I got a quick question. How, back on the X-Men, since we was there, how would once they introduced the the X-Men into the MCU, how would they change with the laws of time travel? Because you know with Bishop and when he was, and what he did was what he did from the future, he changed the past, but then it destroyed their future. And like it altered, it changed. But in the MCU, theirs it don't do it. What goes when you go to the past, it don't alter the past. I mean, it can't alter your present because once you go back to the present, you go back onto the same timeline you left where everything had got destroyed on. Even if you did alter, you just made a different dimension, a different multiverse. So how would that work with the X-Men entering the MCU with Apocalypse? I mean, Savage, I know that you'll know something like that.
I don't even understand your question.
Now I'm saying like how would they okay with the X-Men, you know how they have time travel in the X-Men universe, right?
Okay.
All right. But the laws of time travel in the X-Men universe don't is it works differently from the time travel laws in the MCU. So I'm saying once they introduce the X-Men into the MCU, I was just wondering how would they like how you think they could introduce the same laws of time travel into the MCU? Would they because like with Bishop, remember
But
when he went to he was in the future, they got destroyed, right? When he went to the past and he changed, his regular future got changed.
all right, check this out. You do realize that they just came up with a hypothesis in that shit, like in far as the
Yeah.
movies, and they don't know that shit for sure that they didn't change nothing.
So I mean,
So
you're
it's a
basically trying to
possibility.
figure out.
They changed
So
something. They lost
what
Spider-Man
are you
again.
trying to, Chuck, what are you trying to figure out? Like, how can they introduce the X-Men in that universe? That's what you asking?
Right? No, not just not just introduced the X-Men, but after the X-Men was introduced,
And
like
you
I'm
asking
just
too
using
many
Bishop
questions
because
at once.
okay, well Bishop, time travel, the way the time travel worked with him was he just went back, went back and forth, and what he changed in the past, it altered his future. But in the MCU, the time travel don't work like that.
All right, this
I'm
what
saying,
I'm. This all right. I just answered that part of the question.
Right.
As far as that, what they explained in the movie, they don't know that shit for sure. That was a hypothesis. They never done time travel. You can't come up with. We know exactly how time travel worked the first time you fucking do it.
Yeah, that
Oh
was
yeah,
just for
that
the
is
story.
true too.
That was just their way of trying to, I don't know, entertain people because it didn't even make sense how that even works out.
Like,
I mean,
the laws of
it
time
is what
travel
it
don't
is.
even work the way they even
Works
explain
like
that
that.
shit in the movie.
Yeah,
Like,
that shit don't make no
that's
sense.
what I'm saying.
It is,
That
yeah,
they could come up with they was completely wrong about that.
yeah. But being though this a movie, who paying attention to it? Let's just answer that question. Who was really paying attention to that?
Chuck,
Yup. That was my thing. I like the way they explain time travel. It made sense to me.
that was
Chuck,
like,
we already done talked
Chuck,
about that
it
shit,
made
a couple weeks ago. It does that's just there's no way in how that's possible. There's no way. The moment you go back in time and do something, you can
you
make it
change
like I say.
anything.
You can change anything in the future, dog. I can go back in time, stop your father from meeting your mom, come back in the future. You gonna be born. That's basically time traveling. That's just easy, 1-on-1. Anybody know that? What they was saying was a bunch of mumble jumble. It was just a mumble jumble. They did that to explain. Hold on. They did that to explain why Captain America was able to go back in time. Because if Captain America went back in time like what he did, and you ain't see him till like what? I don't know how many years later. That would have never happened. That whole current event would have never went down like that. So that's why they came up with that excuse.
Let me say something about the easy way to explain time travel when it's a movie. A lot of people may don't watch it. If you ever watch Frankenstein, you watch that movie. He talked to his dad in time. His dad was supposed to die. Everything he did, it was a cause and effect. What he did.
So you like the Isaac Newton?
Yeah. He
It was a
like
cause-
anything.
He did. He kept on.
I know
he got his.
what you're talking about.
He got his dad back, but he ended up losing his mama. But then
Right.
he ended up telling him how to save his mama because he was seeing
And then
stuff
up
in the
losing his
future.
dad.
Yeah, he was seeing stuff in the future.
Oh.
His dad was supposed to die. He ended up talking to his dad because of some type of, or something they made up. But he told his dad how not to die. Like, if you would have just jumped out the window, you would have survived. And he did, so that messed up time.
But
Every
hold
time
on,
he did something,
but there's one thing people must understand. Even with the movie called The Time Machine. Same thing, because that's what that movie is based off of. They stole that from The Time Machine. Classic, what's his name? George Wells? So, Orson Welles, I think. Well, I can't remember his name that made it, or whatever. It was basically the dude kept trying to stop his wife, his fiance, for dying. And in time, some things you just can't change. It was meant for that person to die, or it was meant to be. what they was doing just didn't make sense. I mean, I understand that you like what they were saying, how it sounded like that was good. You go into the quantum realm has nothing to do with time travel at all. I'm just saying.
Oh, how they did it? I'm not saying. I'm not debating how they did it was stupid.
Yeah, but no, I'm
Yeah,
just saying, like,
going-
I understand that it might just sound, yeah, but like I said, they only did that to find a way for Captain America to go back in time and live a full life. That's why they did it. That's the only reason why they did it. It's clear as day. Okay, you did it just for Captain America to go back in time and be with that woman. That's it.
So you saying DC got it right with Flashpoint, how time travel actually worked?
Yes,
Better
DC
than
has
Marvel
it
did?
right. Yes, DC got it down pat because it makes sense when he went back in time and stopped his pop or whatever. I mean, it stopped his mom from getting killed, then came back and it was changed. Then had to go back in time and change things again. Yeah, that's time. So time is what he did. He created a rift in time, an unnatural, stable thing that in time. Time already had its normal flow, so he created an alternate timeline. So once he created that alternate timeline, he kept doing it.
Dragon Ball Super explained time travel better than the Endgame did.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like I'm trying to like, listen here. I know that. Listen here. Go watch some Star Trek movies, and they explain it. They explain it perfectly. I want you to know. They explain it perfectly. Like that's why the laws. You're dealing with the laws of time, and you're not supposed to do that. Saying anything can happen. I can go back in time like 50 billion years and step on a plant, and that plant, me stepping on this rare plant or whatever it was, killed this plant. In the future, would change. It's that simple. Like that's why you don't never want to. That's why I say, man, I hope they never figure out how to do that. That's crazy.
So Rogue, who you think explained time travel the best?
Flip money.
Oh man, you against it too, huh? so what, you're a Back to the Future type of person?
Nah.
Well,
Not back to
I watched
not
the
back to
movie
the
The Time
future.
Machine,
Yeah.
but and it does explain how time travel is supposed to work. But then you also
Well,
have
Hot
to
Tub Time
realize,
Machine?
yeah, no, not Hot Tub Time Machine,
You
just
the
the
only one
Time
in here
Machine.
that don't know how time travel works.
I know I'm messing with you.
No, not that. You know what?
Man, don't nobody.
I give him that one. I'm like, huh? That's the first thing popped in my head. My bad, Rose. I'm sorry.
No, it's just that they have to, like Flip said, make a way to make the casual, somebody who knows nothing about time travel, to make them to be able to understand it and it not be so complicated. Even though it's not complicated, but a lot of people won't be able to, wrap their mind around how it actually works. Because some people haven't made up in their mind that they can go back in time and change all this stuff, but it's not going to necessarily have a negative consequence in the future when it actually can. Even though you thought you were changing something for the positive.
And also to add on to that, he said, "Can we just go back in time, find baby Thanos?" And he's like, "No." Actually, he could have went back and stopped him. That would have solved the whole thing. But then again, you want to have a movie.
Yep.
Right, that's right. But look, think about it like this here. I like Rogue theory about this here.
To have a movie.
That was good. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
You could have killed baby Thanos. Hang on, you could have killed baby Thanos. How you know Gamora could have been Thanos? It's a cause and effect.
Yeah.
Like it has to happen.
No.
It had to happen. Just like the Terminator.
She wouldn't have been
It
Thanos.
has to happen. It had
She
to happen.
wouldn't
You
have
keep
been
on pushing and pushing
Ball,
and pushing it back.
ball.
But just they
You
don't
gotta
happen.
take Gamora out of that. You gotta take
Say,
out of
Bone.
that.
I just used a random character. I just used a random character.
But that's bad. That's bad.
You keep this up, I'm not just saying.
I mean,
But think about it though.
be,
He's basically saying like whatever gonna happen is gonna happen regardless. So even if you go back in time to do something, that means whatever you did was something that was already whatever was done anyway. So anytime you did it, you're doing something that already was done. So you think you did something. So let's say you went back in time to kill baby Thanos, but baby Thanos might have had a twin that they never knew about because he was killed when he was a child.
His name Tony
Then all of a
Stark.
sudden you go back in time, huh?
His name Tony Stark.
Right, but I'm just
No, he's serious. You gotta pay attention to how old that child was. How Tony wasn't even born.
Yeah, I'm back.
You
Might
gotta
have
pay
been
attention to
triplets.
that joint. It could be that too.
So hold on, man. I gotta get somebody on my team.
He better
Chaos, where
clone
you at,
himself.
man?
All right.
What's your favorite time travel?
His name Skyfox,
Hold on, what?
the third brother.
It wasn't triplets though. He was the older brother. Oh,
By
yeah.
day.
No. I don't think you understand with Savage saying. When he told him how old he was, like how many, you know,
I was
how
talking
far
about in
apart
game when he was talking about
his
his
mom was.
yeah.
Yeah, Tony Stark is adopted.
Right. Hey, you seen the look he had on his face too? When he said pregnant.
Yeah, that's what Savage talking about. Like, listen, like, no, that dude is adopted. That's why he was like, huh?
Right. So Chaos, where you at, man? What movie you think, or TV show, or book you seen that you think explain time travel the best?
You don't know. You don't know.
Go eat you
dog
one of them
in the field.
mushroom peaches. I bet you you'll see time travel.
I can get that right now. Like, oh my God, yo, did you see that? Who that? My man just came in a flash and stopped and said, hey, and walked right back out the door. Like, what? Hey, that's what you talking about?
Man, he did that shit tomorrow.
Yeah, and he did it. No, matter of fact, and he did it on Mars, dog. On Mars. It's like, what?
2 weeks. 2 weeks
Who
from
you talking
now.
about, K.I.? Who you talking about? Squirrel Girl, dog. Squirrel Girl. Get that dude down.
Y'all crazy, man. Man, hey, y'all heard about Daredevil might be getting a shake back. They supposed to be they talking
Yeah.
about moving it to the FX. I mean, is y'all interested in keeping up with it, or by leaving Netflix? Y'all think that it's just a lost cause now?
Who on FX? Who on FX?
Fox.
Didn't
Fox.
Fox own that?
That's
Yeah.
Fox.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, now we understand. That's all I wanted to know. Continue on, good brother. That's all I needed to know. There you go. Does that answer your question, dog? Yeah, I will watch
can
it.
Can I get I told you so.
You did say something about that, huh? I just couldn't see it, but with Legion on FX too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the only
Who
one.
on FX again?
Shit, Disney now.
There you go.
What the gift?
That's
What
all
the
I'ma
gifted
say.
was on? What the
That's all
gifted
I'ma
was
say.
on?
You said what the gift it was?
What Gifted was on?
Fox.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You ain't right.
too bad they had to cancel that show. That was a good show.
Yeah, it was. Yes, indeed, it was.
They
It
didn't
was
promote
a
it.
good show.
Right, they didn't promote it and acknowledge and tell people what it actually was about. If they would have came out and said
You want to know?
Magneto daughter Polaris, people are like, oh, let me go check the show out. It took me like 3 episodes to say, hold up, man, that's Magneto, that's Polaris from You know, hear the name
Dog,
and
I ain't
then
even know. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I didn't know who that was. When see, that's the thing that to understand. When you're dealing with other people other than I guess other than Marvel or DC dealing with not DC, what's the name? Disney. You don't know what character is what. They can say that such and such and it end up being somebody else's storyline.
right. They did a couple swaps.
They did
on
that.
them.
I'm telling you, they did it with They did it with the Wolverine. I'm like, that's not his storyline. What the? But hey,
But I kind of like how they swapped
Well,
Wolverine's
let's see.
storyline though.
Wait.
but let's see what happens.
What you mean?
Wolverine. What was that?
Which
Which one
which
of the
Wolverine
Wolverine
movie you
movies?
talking about?
The one where they made my man. They made my man into some freak creature, and they had fucking Charles Xavier walking at the fucking end of the movie and shit, and all that shit. I'm like, wait a minute, what the fuck is this?
To my
What's his
Origins.
name? Was it no? What was that one? I can't think of which one it was. I forget
The
which
samurai
one. It was.
one.
When it was on. Nah, not the samurai one. The one was when it was on top of that big smoke asylum.
Yeah, that's
that big,
the
Oh,
Origins.
you talking about the
power
one with
plant.
dead, the one that was dead?
With dead, with it.
Yeah, Origins.
Yeah. I said, what is this?
That's the one I told me I like how they changed the story. I mean I didn't before people started trying to hang me about it. I'm just talking about how they insinuate
Alright.
with Sabretooth being his half brother and how the whole
I don't got a
why they-
problem with that one. That one
Yeah.
right there, I didn't have a
That
problem.
that was actually in the
I
comic
did
book.
not have a problem with it. I ain't
That
gonna
part
lie.
was actually in the comic book. The part all the way, it was accurate in from the comic book all the way up until when they got kicked out of the military. After that, that's when they went left.
They know that's whatchamacallit storyline. I can't think his fucking name. When I think his name, I'll let you know. I said,
Because
hold
wasn't he
on.
because didn't he go to
hell?
China first, right?
They used another mutant storyline, mixed that
Japan.
joint right on in there.
Japan, okay. So
I'm
he
like,
went to
that's
Japan
not-
first, and then he was on a mission, and he got captured, and that's when he got captured. That's when they put the animanium in him.
No, he got captured in Canada.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like he was after the Japan storyline. He was on a mission, and the mission was in Canada.
No, he already had the
I feel-
animated in him in Japan.
Oh, he
when he
did?
went to Japan, that's how he met your.
Yeah.
That's how he met your Yorika, whatever her name is. I can't pronounce that
That's
shit.
why
Shit.
she
Lady
knew about
Death-
the animated.
Yeah, but I was saying her real name.
Right.
But
Yuriko.
Yuriko, yeah.
yeah, there you go. Your whatever you just said. That name right there, what y'all just said. But I'm still trying to figure out what happened to Captain America. what happened with that one?
What do you mean? What happened to Captain America?
I ain't seen him in the movie. That's what happened.
Oh yeah, but yeah, they showed somebody look like him though.
No, I know.
That's some valuable information.
That's not what he meant there. You doesn't buy.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that one to y'all with that. But it was nice information. But oh, anybody seen the season finale of the Titans? Oh my bad.
I did.
first episode.
The
I
season
did.
Yeah.
premiere.
Yeah,
I
it
did.
was a
Season
season
I know what
finale.
you're talking about. We know what it is.
They did the first. It was
Listen
the
here,
first
I just
episode.
said
two
it's the
episodes.
season
I
premiere.
seen
You
two.
crazy
I seen
fucker.
episodes. I'm
Look,
gonna just keep saying I did.
I did, and I said I was being
I'm gonna keep saying I
sarcastic.
did until I be heard.
I was
did.
being
I
sarcastic.
did.
So if you've seen it, you'll know why I was being
I
sarcastic.
seen it. I see. I know why. I know why. I know why.
So have you seen
I
it,
know why.
Chaos?
Ooh.
See, hey, so you didn't see it. See, my
Teacher,
point
pick
proven
me.
right there.
Pick
If
me,
you haven't
teacher.
seen it, that's why you don't
Pick
get the
me.
joke. Yeah, go ahead, Flip. Hey, I know you seen it, Flip. So you caught the joke. You caught the joke.
I know I can't hear the last one of them that just happened. Oh my God. Where do I start with this?
It's like it's a whole pile of junk, huh? You got to figure out where it started, huh?
Ah man. I'm gonna just say I was expecting more.
Hey, what you thought about the CG when they was showing Raven Daddy? When he ripped off the flesh and they showed him the CGI looking walking.
I want to step away from that because it didn't look good to me. I'm gonna
At
just say
all.
that.
Then it looked
It did not
it
look
looked
good.
clunky, huh? It looked more clunky than anything.
Yeah, it did. It did. I don't know what they like. DC got money. What they were thinking about, I don't know. I don't. Everything was going good until I saw that. I said, hold on.
To
I
me,
thought I
like
was
then it
watching
felt like they were
never
trying to
ending-
get past that or something, huh?
Man, listen here. Even when he walked up in the open field and how he was chasing that didn't look right. I said, wait a minute.
Right. Then the whole fight scene, she just
No.
waved her hands and he was gone. They're like, fuck all this. Let's get past this.
I'm no CGI specialist in video game or movie or TV show, but we can really honestly say the CG effect on Smallville when he was running with the Flash, Kid Flash, whatever they want to call him, or even the CGI with the black liquid when he was fighting Brainiac, looks a whole lot way better than this one. I'm trying to figure out where like how did they fell off, and this is on the streaming service. If it's on a streaming service, shit, the quality look a whole lot better.
Yeah, it should have been something. Well, if okay, well, besides for the quality, what about the whole fact when Jason kills Dick Grayson? Now, he sat there and he put a bullet right between his head.
And that I don't know, optical illusion or whatever the hell that was going on when he was taking over.
Oh, you
or
want
learning their darkest secrets.
Yeah, that's what you want to call it. I just want to call it the kill effect. Man, they was killing. That was, to me, that part was pretty cool.
Jason. Yeah, it was though, but honestly, let's keep it. He really ain't had no reason to do all that extra shit. That just lets you know right there that Jason is a dick. That's all that told me. Like, he's really real. They really got a real person that I really think is a dick. Like I actually think that actor actually act like that.
Right? Don't he give you that feeling that he
played
really
that,
do?
Yo, I'm gonna just say he played that part real good. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Jason,
real good.
Yeah, he played a good
played
Jason.
That joint. He played that. Yeah, he played that shit real good. And I can see, I can understand. Like, Bruce Wayne going bald. I mean,
all of the.
I don't think
all of the acts.
I don't.
You don't think he should have been a good
I don't
Bruce
think
Wayne?
he should have looked that old.
But think about it.
I think they could have found somebody better.
Look, Dick is
At
grown.
least darken his hair.
Look, Dick is grown. So he had got him when he was a child. So Bruce have to be 50. Logically.
I'm assuming he is.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah. I don't. That's. I would have preferred him being in his 40s. I would have preferred that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, cause
fuck that
he
shit.
looked like
that motherfucker got
looked
hair
like
plugs.
That nigga
He
looked
got
like
money.
he was.
He could have wear
seen it?
a wig or something.
But you got Jason as a child too.
Yeah, he did. But
Right.
but listen here, Savage. You gotta stop that shit. Don't start your fuckery, dog. I know where you're going with this shit. Cut that shit out, dog. I know where the fuck you're going with this. Like, I don't know what the fuck you're going with this. Like, I don't know where you're going with this. But I'm just saying. I mean, come on, man. Come on. They could have just got Just for Men. Come on. He couldn't get Just for Men. Just for Men. I'm just saying he could have dyed his hair. I mean, goddamn, for all that, they might as well just let Ben Affleck play Batman. God damn, because this dude, he don't look like he in his 50s. He look like he hitting towards his 60s. And I'm looking like, wait a minute. That dude look a little too old. At least they could at least had Batman like in his 40s or something like that, man. Like, come on, man. Like, what are we doing here?
Right. They
Like,
made him
I
Alfred
mean-
age.
They should have put Terry in
I
there.
thought it was
and-
Alfred. I said, yo, okay.
They should have
Okay, you
put
talking
Terry in
about
there and it'd have been right.
Oh, shit.
You said Terry.
Yeah. Yeah, Terry McGinnis.
Oh.
The son.
Okay.
The son. You're right. For all that, to be honest with you, him acting like Jason was cool, but to be honest with you, he act more like fucking like Jason in between fucking his biological son. What's his name? What's the little fucking name?
Wayne or
you know,
now I can't think of his
Damien.
name.
He was acting
Damian
like
Wayne.
Damien. He was acting like
Yeah.
I was
That's
like,
what I
wait a
thought it
minute.
was
He
at
coulda played
first.
He could have played Damien. I'm not bullshit you not. He could have played Damien.
That's what I thought it was
I
at
lied
first.
to you not. Like, yo, he could have played as Damian Wayne. Like, why didn't they just say that was Damian Wayne? You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
That would have made the
They
age
coulda-
gap a little better.
Yeah, 'cause I'm like, wait a minute. The way he looked, of course,
Want to kill Dick.
Right.
I would have still because you got to realize the confrontational between him and Dick and with whatchamacallit wasn't like that. Not like that. Not like that with Jason. Like, come on. Like, he straight up like, fuck you. I would have preferred that that would have been Damian Wayne. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
yeah.
Then that would have looked that would have been more better. I was like, oh man. So they would have had they little teaser.
Then
or
you
they
understood
little,
why he was back breaking people and all that stuff there. It would have made more sense.
Right. I would have did. Yeah. I'm like, wait a minute. Why this mother? Okay.
Yeah, because before they said his name, that's what I thought it was though. I thought it was Damian Wayne.
Yeah, I did too. When I first seen it, I thought that's who that was. I thought that's who that was. I was like, okay. And then when I seen the second half of that or whatever, I was like, oh man, all right, this is not getting good. I said, this is not getting good, man. They should have had him half transform into that, like grew some little, some makeup drawing, like the little horns or something like that growing out of him, and making his eye change a little. And it's just, because when his hand changed,
Man, you must have been
said-
really disgusted
I
by
said,
that, how
hold on.
Flip.
Yeah, man, you don't understand. When I seen that hand, when I seen the hand, I grabbed my controller. I thought I was about to play a game or something. Like, I didn't know what was going on, man. Thought it was a cutscene of a game or something. I'm like, hold on. The fuck? Like, what is this?
Thought it was something completely different.
I don't know what was going on. And the way they did it, you can tell that they were trying to do it real quick to get over it. She was like, yeah, daddy. And the way she was walking, like she thinks she badass to her dad and stuff. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Right.
Like, daddy! Walking and shit. Her shoulder moving. I'm like, why her shoulder moving like that? I didn't understand what was going on. And she was walking like she was trying not to fall. Like, was she about to float? Like, what are we going here? Let me speak to you, daddy. I'm like, oh my God, this shit is crazy. I can't do it.
Then she waved her hands and he was gone. I was like, man, that's it.
Yeah.
A whole season and
Yeah.
they got rid of him and it was just that was it. But then they moved on. So that was the good part about it, because all the stuff that happened right there, stuff that should have happened on last season for a season finale. They hold that.
I don't think he should have got out. Yeah, I don't think he should have got out. To be honest with you. But then he killed his wife or whoever it was, the mom, and I see no remorse. Mama, I ain't see none of that. She just saw her mom walk right over the body. I'm like, well, goddamn.
So that was
later on.
So that was his that was his mom. I mean, that was her mama.
That was her mama. That was her real mother.
Oh shit, I ain't
See,
even know
look
that.
at that. See, look, see, you ain't even know that. See.
Right, I thought that was just a person that was just, groupieism.
Go to the next topic on that one.
Yeah, so yeah, we gonna leave that alone. So anybody else? I'm guessing that nobody else seen the Titans because they ain't catch the joke besides for you, Flip. So any other episodes? Oh man, if anybody still watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., they'd actually wrap the season up. Well, not wrap the season up, but they'd cancel the series, and they got this season and next season, and that's it. They already shot all the episodes, and when I say they'd have went John Wick, literally they'd have went John Wick on them. From the other season, they was watered down. I mean, they really went John Wick on there. So if y'all want to see a good way to go out, I think that show there is the best. I don't know, Chaos, you been keeping up with that? Or is Chaos in here?
I'm asleep.
Oh. Oh yeah. You was my Gotham person.
I'm still trying to catch that other joke.
See, they probably want to let. I don't know.
Nah, man.
The Flash is pretty cool.
I like the Flash.
Yeah.
I think it was alright.
Hey, y'all
Some
heard?
episode.
So what about you, Rogue? You care about the Titans or the Ashia or any of those shows?
I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm so far behind.
You know what? If you wasn't going to say nothing, I was going to say, I agree with everything what you and Flip said. Could we talk about something else?
Yeah. Hey, now, since you want to move on, and we've been going back and forth, let's go ahead and go with this back and forth on situation that's going on about with Spider-Man. Y'all heard about that? Not Fox. That Sony is actually coming to the table with a deal, which they want to give DC. Not give DC, give Marvel the to make the movies and give them 30%. But the only stipulation is they want to add the Venom into the MCU as well. So what y'all think about that?
There got to be a rumor.
You don't think that they're gonna do that? That was
Sony just came out yesterday talking about we good.
This was today. That's why I said it's back and forward.
Oh damn!
That was yesterday. This
I
is
don't
today.
Know, man. I give up on that joint. You know what I think? All right, I'm gonna just break it down real quick. This is what I think is gonna happen. This is what I think. I was saying this to shout out to my man Vodka. This is what's gonna happen, man. Disney gonna sit back and let Sony continue on do what they've been doing, because even though a lot of people was making videos, I'm like, it was late. Like I've been said that Sony been keeping up with they deal to make these movies. That's the only way they are going to be able to keep Spider-Man. Sooner or later, that Spider-Man is going to run into the ground. It's going to crash and burn. They ain't going to know what to do, and the Sony studio going to get messed up, and Disney going to sit there and come in like Thanos and grab it. only this time in the movie, not only Thanos going to win, he's going to keep it moving. And that's exactly what's going to happen. Disney going to sit back. Disney is patient. They're patient. They can sit back and wait for a while. They got how many characters they got? A million other characters that they got that can be $1 billion. That could be $1 billion movie. Spider-Man. Oh, they're going to sit back and wait. They just going to sit there and wait. They're going to play the waiting game. Watch. I guarantee they're going to play the waiting game. Because sooner or later, Sony going to fuck it up, and it's going to go right back to Marvel. So out of that right there, I don't believe that room.
I think I heard Disney was gonna buy Sony Studios, their movie studios on the
I don't think they're gonna do that.
They were gonna just chomp it out.
They ain't gonna do that. They ain't gonna do that.
Man, they say the same thing about Fox.
They're not gonna. They're not gonna.
No, they can't.
They're not gonna let a Western.
They gonna consider it a monopoly, and they ain't gonna do that.
But they just
they
buy
consider
it.
monopoly.
No, yeah, right. Not only that, they're not gonna sell to an American company.
But no. Y'all want to hit a catch-22 to this here? It might not be Disney.
Okay.
It might not be Disney. Now check this out. Sony, let's be honest. Sony movie department is dead. Like dead. The only thing they had that made any money was Spider-Man. But that ain't enough to keep a whole movie department floating. So pretty soon they're gonna have to sell it
You're
off.
exactly right.
So look, think about
right.
this here. Sony department that's making money is the video games department. The next department that get cut off will be their movie department. Now they might not sell it to Disney. Let's say they sell it to Comcast or whoever they sell it to, anybody. Marvel always has this clause in their deal. If you sell your movie division to any other company, the rights to our characters revert back to us. So if Disney wasn't about our Fox, and Fox would have ended up selling to Comcast, Marvel still would have got all the characters back. I don't know if y'all heard about that, but that's one of the main key factors.
I mean, well, you're right about one thing. If Sony department go down like that, it doesn't matter. Even if Sony movie department fall down like that, that it automatically, no matter what, they can't sell Spider-Man nothing. It's just gonna go right back to Marvel. That's the agreement in that contract. It goes right back to Marvel. Because Sony didn't care whether the Spider-Man movie do good or bad. They still have to push them out. They still have to push it out. I'm sorry, Disney going to sit there and just play the waiting game. They're just going to be sitting there in the chair and just looking at them,
Right, that's what happened
rubbing
to
their hand.
Daredevil.
Yeah,
Remember
yeah.
Daredevil? See, they were supposed to put out a Daredevil movie, and then it got canceled. And when it got canceled, the movie, the rights to Daredevil went back to Disney. And so,
Who, yeah, who had the right to make Daredevil movies back then?
forgot.
Who was it that?
was it
Was that New
Universal?
Line Cinema or somebody else? Or
It-
was somebody else? I don't know who did that.
I don't know
That
about
bad one with Ben Affleck.
Right. And after that, when they was supposed, they was making another Daredevil movie, and it was in the middle of making the movie, and then it got canceled with somebody with the directors, and when it got canceled, the rights to Daredevil, I mean, they weren't able to put out a movie in time, so the rights to Daredevil reverted back to Marvel. So now they have a whole Daredevil movie that
they
was
even-
complete that they couldn't put out.
Did they? Let me ask you this: Did they get back on the Incredible Hulk? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Did they
Did they-
bought back? Did they buy back Incredible
No,
Hulk?
the Incredible Hulk. No, they can't make.
Who
They
make
can use
Incredible
Incredible
Hulk
Hulk, but they can't make a standalone movie. He could be in the MCU. They can use him, but he
We
can't.
know that.
He can't be.
We understand that part. Listen, I'm about to treat you. I'm about to hit you like how he hit Chaos. Really? We know that, man.
Shut up.
I'm asking, did they buy them back? Did they buy them back or not?
So if you know the
That's what I'm trying to
answer,
figure
why
out.
you asking the fucking question?
Nigga, I asked you, did they buy them back? That's the goddamn question I was asking. All
Why
know
you
about
asking?
all
You
that
know
other
the answer,
stuff.
no, motherfucker. Damn.
You could have just said no.
Oh,
Little red
Jesus.
fucking head.
He want
You know,
to, he want to get his
motherfucker.
time to shine. Let him shine. Let
Hey,
him shine.
nigga,
Yeah.
damn. Yes
Hey.
or no? God damn it! I had a point to the goddamn question I was asking. Shit, I forgot. Take it away, Chuck.
Well, since we taking away, man, Rogue. What you think about this here? Miss Marvel having her own standalone Disney Plus show. So, do you think that one of the people that's going to be up and supposed to be a guest feature on the show is Captain Marvel? Do you think that is that a good person that you would love to see to be introduced in Ms. Marvel's show? Since she's a big fan of Captain Marvel, is that just a dead giveaway?
Dead giveaway.
Yeah.
I think let her stand on her own first, so that people can, know who she is fully, and then bring Captain Marvel into it. Not kind of jump her in there up front.
Wait a minute. They making a Miss Marvel show, right?
Right.
About Kamala Khan,
Right.
and they introducing Captain Marvel in the show.
No.
Or they putting her in the show.
Huh?
Yeah, it's either they're gonna put a
She's supposed to be in it.
Which
Yeah.
Captain Marvel we talking about?
Cara Danvers.
They don't even fucking know each other.
That's what I'm wondering too. Was it some deep cut that I don't know nothing about, or they just going off some other stuff? Because I was really more interested in Monica Rambeau. That's gonna be in
That's what I was about to
WandaVision.
say.
Should have been, yeah.
Kamala Khan know Monica Rambeau. Like, she dealt with Monica Rambeau. She never dealt with Carol Danvers. Ever.
Yeah, man. So might be some deep cut stuff. Matter of fact, what about you, Chaos? You ain't saying nothing in a minute. I know you when it comes to them the MCU the A team, you all the way with it.
Cause I'm waiting for Square Girl. Told you.
Yeah.
Told you.
No, Cara
Make
Danvers.
no sense.
Yeah. All right, Ms. Marvel TV show. They were saying Cara Danvers is gonna be in there. Captain Marvel is supposed to be in there. You think that's a good look? Cause she was never. But she never was. They never met each other.
Why?
That's understand what? That's gonna even confuse. That's gonna completely confuse the fucking audience because they never. How they gonna explain? What they gonna explain that she Captain Marvel? I mean, she just a fucking fan, and so she Miss Marvel. That's the only thing they can't explain. They can't even explain the fact that Carol Danvers used to be Miss Marvel.
Oh my god.
That's why you over there huckling.
Let's go, Raider Nation.
I don't know, but see, it's a whole TV. It's a TV series.
Just make the cameo at the beginning, explain that, oh yeah, this, that, you know, I really
They're gonna take more than a cameo to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is a time jump. What happened with Rogue? What happened to, you know, it's a whole bunch of stuff that went on. And I hope, and be honest with you, I hope they change
Man,
Kamala
this whole
Khan's
thing, if they
everything.
introduce Kamala Khan, they gotta introduce the Inhuman.
With me, I hope they change Kamala Khan completely. To be honest with you.
You know what?
Since Kamala
like the
Khan is
concept.
she's not a fucking mutant.
You know what? Since you mentioned the Inhuman, I want them to redo it over, do a better, proper Inhuman, and integrate it with the mutants. I want them to do a better one. 'Cause that last thing what I saw didn't make no sense. It was we're gonna talk about that show, but I want them to redo it. I want them to introduce an Inhuman. That's what I want to say. A better, a proper way
Hey, what about
with a nice
the
budget.
Eternals? They might introduce Inhumans in the Eternals. I mean, you never know where their storyline going because they saying the way they talking that they're gonna be jumping. It's gonna take place over a long time period.
I mean, it would be the first time that, you know, Marvel just, when Disney decided to do something totally different than what's in the comic books, to just do some that doesn't make sense to us. Yeah, but it'll make sense to the casual.
Right. I just hope they change Kamala Khan power
Well,
set.
you know what?
Her whole fan. I don't want
you
her
can
being
get-
a fan.
Mm.
Hey man, I see that. I see it, man. It's like she has an aspiration. You know how it is. People have the aspiration, the role model, the people they want to be. You
Yeah.
know?
Like how they did Peter Parker. They could, long as they don't do it.
Exactly.
Right.
You
Right.
know, it could be something to to kind of connect to the audience.
Right.
The audience, has the people they want to be. Kamala Khan's the same way as them. They may be going for that type of connection.
Yeah, I hope they do, because if they go for the fan girl connection where she just fan out when she see people, I don't want them to do that. I want her to have a like how you just said, that'll be more appropriate, especially for time period.
I think Marvel's gonna, like humanize it, like put it more of a real perspective than a comic book perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that could be possible in the direction they're going, and it could be the whole build up because they I think the Eternals should come out before that, and then you got She-Hulk as well, and that could be a whole build up for the 18. Because remember when everybody was talking when on the Avengers, one of the characters they was missing off of the selfie shot, so of course Black Widow because of the circumstances in the movie, but was She-Hulk. So y'all think that's what they trying to do? They building up and they doing Kamala Khan and they doing She-Hulk so they could build up to an 18 movie. Yo, y'all can hear me?
I said that again.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, y'all think the reason why they putting out the shows with Kamala Khan and She-Hulk is they trying to build up to an 18 movie with the females?
I can see that.
Yeah, I think they're gonna be like the next thing they're gonna introduce
me
next
tell
year
you
for Phase 5.
Girl power. I'm with it as long as they do it right. With me, it's all about knowing how to do it and doing it right. I don't mind. I dig how they had the females in the movie and the end game. I digged it, even though I think Captain Marvel was a waste of time in there. But I dig it though.
I mean, she
I
was
would
my
like to
favorite
see
character in the movie. I mean, when Thanos pulled off the power ring and punched the shit out of her, that was the highlight of the movie. Fuck when Captain America got his shield and he got the wield the hammer at the same time. When Thanos punched Captain Marvel, to me, that was the standalone shot of the whole movie. And I'm not saying it from no biased perspective, because I did like the Captain Marvel movie. Well, shit, it's about 10:30 my time, man. Y'all ready to get up out this thing, man? We had a good show. I see we were starting to kind of like burr at the end, but anybody got any last things they want to say before we get up out of here?
I did, but I forgot. It was something. Yeah, it didn't hurt. It didn't hurt nobody else. It was something that Rogue said the other day, and I forgot what it was. It had something to do with comic book. I forgot what it was. It was something that she said. I was like, wait a minute, that's a good idea. I don't even know what it was, man.
Damn, you should have ran it past Rogue. She probably would have remembered.
Yeah, I should have.
I'm trying to think of what we talked about a whole bunch.
It was DC.
Oh, we were talking
It was
about
something-
the way that they did the Justice League movie and
No,
how they
not
could have
that.
made it.
Not even
Not
that.
that one.
No, not that. No, it was. Oh my God, I can't think of what it was. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully next week I can remember what it was. But it was something that I like. Wait a minute, man, they could do it like that. It was.
Well, matter of fact,
It was something that you said about DC, about how they could have put some characters together. It was something like that. You said I can't remember what it was, but it was some shit. I was like, damn, wait a minute, that's a good idea. Why the fuck
Yeah.
did they do that? Oh, they could do that.
you
I can't
got a
remember
whole
what it
week
was.
now to remember, because that's gonna be the highlight topic. And everybody that's tuning in,
Oh shit.
make sure that we stay on top of Flip with this here. Y'all don't send them no weirdo message though. Just keep it kosher.
Yeah.
Keep it kosher. Well,
Not only that, next week we're going to tell you some real useful information like Chaos was trying to tell us, because that was funny. That was fucking funny. Oh man, it went over your head, dog. That's the funny thing. I said, oh my God.
it'll be okay. It'll rest later on. Man, all you got to do is just check out the replay, and when you hear it in live, you hear the podcast, you be like, oh yeah, that's what happened. I got it now.
Do the replay, right?
Yeah,
Right.
that's what it takes.
Just do the replay of this show and you'll hear it.
Yup, and for the audience too, y'all do the exact same thing. Yup, I'm being cheeky. Anyway though, man, this your boy Triple Cup Chuck, man. Appreciate everybody for rocking with us. You know what I'm saying? I know you couldn't catch it live, but we still working. Somebody gonna help. We gonna push back through the straight to YouTube live so y'all can be in that chat and we gonna be rocking out together. So until then, man, we gonna keep this thing pushing. Boy, Triple Cup Chuck. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do the same. We ain't saying that because we don't even know ourselves. We're gonna try to bring it to y'all in all different formats. Anybody want to say that any last requests again before we get up out of here? No more I forgots. And I guess that's the
I
bots.
did, but
We-
I forgot. Like,
I forgot how to stop the stream. Oh, I remember now. Here you go. I got it. Peace. Y'all
Oh
love.
my God,
Now.
yo.